Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Hellll Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Hellll Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Hellll Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Hellll Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Hellll Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Looper, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Looper, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Looper, baby. True too strong, wipe them down. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. It's Looper, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Tuesday, baby. Y'all, I am tired, y'all. As y'all can hear, and I've been running. I was running to try to get in here. Pam had to stole my doggone charger for my phone, so I had to hurry up and get up and go get it from her. Then she tried to pull a little quick one, but never mind. I'll tell y'all later. But anyways, hey y'all, what is up, y'all? We got some stuff to talk about. The ish hit the fan last night after we got off of live, y'all. It never fails. Anytime we get off of live, something go down. It never fails. I don't know what our live stream did yesterday, but it definitely triggered some people. Okay, because listen, it triggered some people, y'all. Let me see who we got in here so we can get it crackling. Hey, Miss Rebecca. Hey, Miss Priscilla. Oh, and y'all, we are officially over 10K. That's 10,000 subscribers. So shout out to us for that. Oh, I wish I had a little. I gotta figure out how to use this mixer because I got a whole soundboard and I don't know how to use none of them little things on there, y'all. We gotta figure it out. I might have to start going live through Ecamm again because Ecamm I could drop emojis and all of that. So I gotta figure that out, y'all, because we need some sound bites and stuff over here. It's a little dry. Even though I'm a little animated, it's still a little dry, y'all. But it's all good in the hood. We're going to figure it out. But yes, shout out to y'all because without y'all, the 10K would not be possible. Okay? 10K. Not sure. We almost at damn near 100 subscribers, over 10K, y'all. It's the subscribers is moving. Let's just say that. So big shout out to y'all for that. I am so humble, grateful, appreciative. Y'all don't have to subscribe, but y'all do. Y'all don't have to support, but y'all do. And it means the world. It shows me that we doing something right over here and we growing, baby. We are growing. Hashtag on the road to 50K next. Big facts. I don't think we're gonna celebrate 2030. We might wait till we get to 50, y'all. Let me see who else in here. Hey, Miss Diane, y'all coming in here quick time. We got over 400 already in the building. Hey, Miss Miss Evelyn. Hey, K Monet. Hey, Callie Love. Miss Geraldine. Who else in here? Miss Reese. Just gonna shout out a few people. My bro Terry, shout out to you. And happy birthday to Terry, y'all. One of my day one mods is celebrating his birthday on today. Make sure y'all show Terry some love in his act. Okay? Yes, that's one of our day ones, baby. Um, hey Nisha. Hey twin mommy. Hey Tyrese with the T. Miss Witty. Let's see. I'm gonna do a couple. We got Sunshine, Coco, Sabi, Miss Angela. Who else? Let's go down. Um, we got Banata. Shout out to the new names. We got how you say that? Takora. Shout out to you. Shout out to the MJ Strong family that's in the building also. Miss Yolanda. We got our Buttercup. We got Shaquintley. We got Lou in the building. Miss Stephanie. Who else? Miss Renee. We got Christina. We got Nunu in the building. Noonie. My bad. My bad. Queen Lily. Miss Vicky. We got Shonda. Okay, to the new names. Miss Bridget, Miss Jackie, Love Spice. We got Michaela, we got Amanda. Okay, let me go all the way down. Thank you, Love Spice, for the super chat. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you, Ann. You say, hey, Pop, thoughts and prayers to Chandra's family. Yes, 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 y'all. Make sure y'all send up prayers. Chandra here, she gonna let us know what's going on. She backstage. Hey, Keisha T. Y'all, I sound a little raspy, y'all, because I feel like I got a cold coming on because this weather been going crazy. It's so bipolar. So hopefully I can shake it before it get bad. I always try to catch it early, but it's changing my voice, and I hate that. I hate that, y'all. I love you anyway. You are definitely one of my favorites. Love you too, Noonie. I love you too, girl. Hey, T. Okay, let me work my way to the bottom. Thank you, Miss Renee. I love you more, girl. Hold up, y'all. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Okay, look at all cutting up. I set a different type of goal this time. I say, let me see how this do, how this work out. And y'all already cutting up, baby. I love that for us. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Let me work all the way to the bottom. I promise y'all I'm not skipping nobody on purpose. But we got over 500 in here. So I'm just trying to get it started. Let me get all the way to the bottom of the chat. A collective hate to everybody that's in the chat. Y'all know how I give it up. I'm not selective with the love. I love everybody equally. Even if you do not hear your name, just know you are appreciated. The support is appreciated. Okay, period. We don't do no choosing over here, baby. We show everybody love. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me at $Lupac2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people who supports that app. Even though I need to be drinking some tea, child, but y'all know Pac love her lattes. Okay, I love my caramel lattes. But anyways, I did set a different type of super chat goal this time, y'all, because I just wanted to do something different. I did 20 super chats, but you can pick any color that you want. So it's not just the yellow. They got 99 cents, they got 1.99, they got 4.99, 9.99, 19.99, 99.99, 4.99. It goes all the way up. So anyone y'all choose to bless your girl with, I am grateful. And yeah, I'm grateful. It does not matter. So it is what it is, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Please watch those ads. All of that is crucial to how my channel grows and does. So please, please, please utilize every support link there is if you support this channel, especially that like button, y'all. I gotta still work on that video to for the ones who don't know what the like button is. We're gonna add that to the little intro. Um, and then hype me up after the live is over, y'all. So shout out to everybody that's in here. Let me bring Chandra up, y'all, because like I said, a whole lot happened last night after we got off the live. I went my tail to bed because I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every morning with them cheering, and that time come by fast. If you know, you know. Okay. Thank you, Lakeisha. I appreciate you, my love. All right, y'all. You gave Natty her flower? What she said? She said thank you. Okay. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Miss Teresa. So, y'all, apparently, I guess our live stream that we did must have triggered, put the T on the front. Y'all know certain words we cannot use. A few, you know, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I guess it warranted a live being done on that end of the board. So from that live, from my understanding, I have not seen the live. Y'all know I do my content, but I do not watch uh, people. I don't watch people, especially people that I'm discussing that's done something negative. I don't watch it to not trigger myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that. But work get back to me of a few things that we said. And yeah, it was a whole lot going on, y'all. A whole lot going on in that live stream. I want Sandra to explain the part that happened with MJ, that's a child and a baby. So, shout out, welcome to all our new subbies that's in the building. We got 38 in here, y'all. We have it. Okay, let's not keep like speaking in the live stream. It's easy to hit that like button and it's also free. My regulars, my day ones, twos, and threes, y'all already know what time it is. Okay, so y'all know Taka ain't talking to y'all. Y'all hit that like button before y'all even get in here good. Thank you, Taisha. Appreciate you, my love. I'm breaking up. Hold on, y'all. Let me get 3 ones in the chat if I'm breaking up. I don't sound clear. Okay, hold on. It could be I am sick too, y'all, so that might be. I do sound a little bad like that. Is it still bad? Is it still breaking up, y'all? Probably because I was leaning on that cord. Let me try to fix this. I need to try to unravel these cords too, because I think that got a lot to do with the sound going in and out. Is that better, y'all? I can't hear anything. Am I the only one? If you can't hear, go out and come back in. Is that better, y'all? Let me know if that's better. Chandra,
Yes, I'm here.
I've been hollering at you.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I knew you was under. I said, well, she ain't on mute. I was waiting on you too.
I'm
I am so weak.
sorry.
So, like I told them, I don't want to give them the rundown of what happened with MJ because that's your baby at the end of the day, y'all. Keep in mind, MJ is 13 years old. So that's why I didn't want to speak on that. I wanted let his mama speak on that situation because, everybody pretty much know what happened. But I know y'all always want to hear my input, which is why we got 700 people in here. Okay. So we're going to let Chandra tell us from, because I didn't see nothing. Like I said, I went to bed. I only see what people sent to me, and a few people told me or whatever. But Chandra knows everything because she was actually there. So, all right, go ahead, Chandra.
Okay.
Start from the beginning, like after we got off the live.
Um, After we got off the live, y'all know I was on Lupak's live and I was driving. I was actually driving back from the football party with my son. And when I had pulled up to the house, my phone was blowing up. My niece was calling me. My sister was calling me. And then I had messenger calls from different followers and supporters saying she was live. And I'm like, okay, y'all telling me she live. I can't see her stuff, okay. But my phone just constantly blowing up. But I wasn't even really, I was just trying to get home. It was a long day. And when I got home, I walk in the house and my daughter and my son and my daughter's friend, um, they're all in there in the living room. And then they're sitting in there and I'm like, okay. Next thing I know, I bring Manny in. Manny, you got to get in the bathtub and, such and such. Next thing I know, MJ runs in here, Shar calling, da 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 da. And I was like, huh? And then I was like, what's going on? What's going on? So I was like, you know what? Let me start a YouTube. Let me start a YouTube. So I get ready to get my phone, start a YouTube live. And as I'm getting ready to start my YouTube live to get ready to do it, I guess MJ immediately, I guess I took too long, spazzed out. I don't know what was going on, but MJ took my daughter's phone. He took my daughter's phone, and from her phone, Chris don't have her blocked, and he hit join. You know how you join somebody's live. Chris is on her live in the recording saying, come on up, Samaya. Come on up, Samaya. It ain't let me bring you up. Come on up, Samaya. Come on up, Samaya. They got that clip. That clip is shared. That clip is shared. Different people are sharing that clip thinking that it was Samaya trying to join your live. Samaya is not entertaining nothing you saying about Samaya is just not that type of person. She's dealing with a brand new baby. She's going through her own situations that she got going on. My daughter wasn't even indulging in it, but she was pissed that MJ did it because she didn't want her name in none of that. You know what I'm saying? My daughter just didn't want to be in the middle of none of that. And she went off on MJ. Matter of fact, I'm going to just ask her what she said to MJ so y'all can hear it from her.
So Samaya was just basically watching what was going on.
Yeah. Hey, no. Yeah. When MJ went live from your phone, I'm not on live. I'm not on Facebook Live. Yeah. When MJ went live from your phone, what's the first thing you said to him to make him snap at you?
I said, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, don't fucking go live. And I said something else, but I said, what the fuck are you doing? Like I like screamed. He said that's what made him snap is the fact that I screamed.
He told you what? He said because somebody screamed at him.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he doesn't like people screaming at him.
So that's what made him snap. Okay. Lupac,
Uh-huh.
did you hear my daughter?
Yeah, I heard her.
Yeah, so she screamed at MJ for joining the live. But she's not mad at MJ. She's not mad at MJ for getting ready to go on live to go off on Chris. Because was MJ not supposed to get ready to go on there and light Chris up?
Probably, yeah.
He was about to get ready to go on there. She wasn't mad about that. She was mad that it's her Facebook. It's
Yeah.
her page. And she didn't, even though they're over there talking about her and saying everything they're saying about her baby and her being a single mom, everything they're saying, my daughter didn't care about none of that. My daughter's not worried about it. She's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
What was the purpose of them dragging Samaya anyway? She don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing. Exactly. We said the same thing. That's why we just my daughter just blows it off. My daughter's she's a quiet type, like white girl type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying? I'm
that's
gonna
the
be so
crazy part. Like, they mad at you saying you shouldn't have had involved the kids, but you didn't. Like, she
Nope.
involved the kids. It just so
Yep.
happened the kids spoke up. Okay. So
MJ held in enough. But they all knew about this. I'm sorry, my daughter got the baby here. The baby gonna be crying, so I'm walking away. Um, so with that being said, Chris was here involving the kids the whole time. Every time she did a live in my house when she was here, she was showing MJ's poster in the back. Everybody know who MJ Strong is. Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? He done been everywhere. So you showing that poster, if one of her lives go viral or get shared by the right person or shared somewhere else, they're gonna know that's MJ Strong. You get what I'm saying? So she was involved in MJ, period. Even the videos I was sharing where my kids were trying to go to sleep and go to school and she was screaming, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, doing all of that. Everything she was doing, walking around the house and the kids was here. You get what I'm saying? So MJ didn't say nothing to her. MJ was holding it. MJ was holding it in. Chris was so convinced that my kids still cared for her and this and that. When I say I know my kids, I know my kids.
yeah.
MJ was ready to snap. MJ had been ready to snap. He talks to my daughter. That's why he was at my daughter's house. He didn't want to leave my daughter's house. MJ did not want to be here. MJ is hard-headed. Everybody know he hard-headed. If MJ wanted to talk to Miss Chris, he would have texted her. He would have called her. MJ was done with Chris. Was done with Chris. People at his school, I had talked about it on my live maybe 2 weeks before she even got evicted. You know what I'm saying? Before we went to court. This is going around at his school. You know what I'm saying? This is getting shared.
So
These teenagers is on Facebook. These teenagers is on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
so what was the okay, like you said, at one point they did have a relationship with her. What was the breaking point for MJ? Since
The
he
breaking
probably, I'm
point.
pretty sure he was the closest one to her.
The breaking point. MJ was the closest one to her. The breaking point for MJ was when the stuff hit his school. When it hit his school and kids was being funny.
It was embarrassing.
It was the embarrassing thing. Y'all got somebody that won't leave your house. Little kids. Kids just gonna be messy.
Yeah.
It's on the internet. Had she done it and said Chandra, or this and that, and not MJ Strong or MJ Strong and family or MJ's mom, or showed MJ's poster in every live like she was doing, you know what I'm saying? It would have been different. But that right there, when it got to the school, MJ looked at it like, hey, she's really trying to embarrass me. That's how he looked at it. I even did a live where I went to the school and y'all heard MJ in the background and MJ's talking about, the kids at school. MJ just gonna snap and beat them up. And that's just gonna keep it real. He just get tired. He's just tired. Like, he tired of people looking like, come on now. He got classmates on this street. So everybody see the police at the house every day. You know what I'm saying? Just constant. It was just a lot. And then I did my lives, of course, didn't help by showing that I got to take my kids house to house to take a bath. So everybody, y'all ain't got water at your house. Y'all ain't got water at your, So my part played a part in it too. But you know what I'm saying? I cut the water off. She wasn't using my water, but kids, it's just, so that's what got to MJ, was that kids is being cruel. Kids are just being cruel and saying little smart stuff. So that's what done it for MJ. If she wanted to do her lives, how she started doing them in her car, she could have kept doing them in her car and been doing them from her car without involving MJ's picture or MJ's face.
Yeah.
She was doing that intentional, because she know MJ Strong and families, the name alone carries that weight.
Yeah.
And that's all that was. That's all that was. So that's what MJ's breaking point was. Last night, his breaking point, I guess she said something about Samaya being a single mom. I don't know, because I haven't watched the live. I got clips. Like I said, y'all know I was busy and I was just to go to bed after I got off your live, take a bath and get ready to lay down. You know what I'm saying? I was too tired myself.
So did you actually, like, okay, I know you told me you got, because I see the Jay said she didn't say nothing about the kids. It was somebody in the car said something and she said, I don't talk about the children. So did you actually hear her say, like, what she said? Because I know a lot of people sent you clips and stuff. Did you actually hear her say?
That is her friend Nita that spoke on the kids. It's Chris's live, and not once did she correct it and say, hey, not on my live. Do it on yours.
Yeah.
Not once did she correct it. And it was dark in the car. The clip that I got, it was dark in the car. And she kept the whole time, even throughout the trip. If Chris say it didn't come out my mouth, it didn't come out my mouth. They're using your live, your page to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what they're doing.
I mean, that is true because, like, if my audience could tell you this, I always say the reason why I don't always have people on my platform is because, unless I'm doing an interview, is because we get the platform holder gets held liable for
Hell
the things
liable.
that
Yeah.
other people say. It don't affect that person per se. They hold us accountable. So you just got to be mindful when you got a platform of what you allow people to say while, on your platform.
Hmm. Yeah, and she knew the picking. They seen the videos. Everybody seen the clips. People have watched her live. They seen all of that. The stuff
So,
about my grandma, my grandpa. That right there, the stuff with my grandpa, really made MJ upset. Really, really made MJ upset. You
you
know,
mean with your
really.
dad?
My grandpa and my dad.
Okay,
My
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Your grandpa did pass. I
Hmm.
remember.
Yeah, my grandpa and my dad. So that right there, that's sensitive to MJ. Chris already know how MJ was about my dad. You know what I'm saying? So allowing it to happen, that right there. Another thing, Chris already is aware of this. When I guess they was trying to show MJ some pictures about Nita and her dad and his dad talking or messages or something like that, and MJ called his dad, and Mike was like, "No, I ain't talking to nobody." Whatever. That was actually on one of my lives. Just being messy,
Yeah.
just all of that. So MJ's one of those ones. He's like me. He gonna hold it in and hold it in, hold it in. When he explode, he explode. So Samaya wouldn't let him go live on her phone. So MJ snatched it, got the phone or whatever, because I was in my room trying to get ready to get undressed. And I was getting ready to start my YouTube. I hit my YouTube and I was like, dang, hold on. Okay, let me get this straight. Next thing I know, as soon as I made it back in there, it was already on and popping. Samaya
Before
had her
you
baby.
before you get to that part, how did your niece get involved? Because I see people saying your niece. Because I heard that on that clip you sent me where the lady was saying join the live or join the. Was it your niece or it
Mm-hmm.
started with an S also?
Lashard. No, her name is Shar Monique. Lashard. That is my niece.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear her going back and forth with and people saying that was your niece. So I don't know, like, how did that come about?
My niece, okay, me and my niece we hadn't talked in over a year. We finally started talking when my dad passed away.
Uh-huh.
I didn't talk to my niece. Chris already knew about that. Chris knew I wasn't talking to any of my family, my nieces and stuff like that down here. Chris knew I wasn't talking to my sister at the time. Chris knew all of this. So I wasn't talking to them, and everybody, they gonna see it in the chats and in the comments. I had got my niece and them some iPhones and my sister and them, and I put them on my plan, and they refused to pay for them, and I was stuck with it through Verizon. So we fell out behind money. Pretty much what family fall out behind, money or something materialistic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what that was about. We fell out behind that. And so my niece Lashar, that's my niece Lashar that joined the live. That's the one when I said on your live last night that my niece will, she'll go over there and talk and be messy. She was over there on their side when we wasn't talking. She was
Yeah.
over telling them that I whooped my kids or whatever she was saying. Tamika released some of the messages. Chris released some of the stuff when Chris was like, "Nah, Lashar, you told me Chandra did this. You told me that Lashar did that." So Lashara was mad now because they releasing what you said to them, which I didn't care what Lashar said because what I do, I can do once and twice. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's still my niece. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they only did that because of my live. If you see, my niece was just at my house with her son like 2 or 3 days ago. 2 or 3 Friday
Yeah.
night, I said my house was full. So when they seen that, it pissed them off. They was like, "How did they become back friends? How did they come back close after Lashar did all this?" Because I started getting all the messages Lashar was saying about me. I started getting everything, but I guess they thought that it was gonna bother me. I know how my niece is.
Yeah.
I know how my niece is. I told y'all. I said, "Shit, my daughter throw me under the bus." Matter of fact, my daughter right here. I walk right in here right now. My daughter threw me under the bus. She joined Enemies Live too. No, no. Remember when you what? Remember when I was telling Lupac how Lashar would throw me on the bus? That's my niece. I know my niece. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling them you threw me under the bus too when you joined my enemies live. Remember you joined the Nosy Neighbors live?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. When you joined the Nosy Neighbors live, what did you say about me? Did you say a lot of bad stuff about me?
Yeah, I mean, I did say, like, I mean, I wasn't calling you out your name or anything, but I did bring everything that all of our indiscretions to light. I did every single one of them.
And that's my daughter, but she's still in my house. You see that?
Yeah.
That's my daughter did too. My daughter went over there and said my mama crazy. My mama crazy than mother. Yeah, she went over there and yeah. My daughter did the same thing my niece did, but they're my family. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? And I told you last night that that's what my niece and my daughter would do. I already know. You know what I'm saying? I know how they would move. that don't bother me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what I say once, I can say twice. You feel me?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, family came back together.
And
You
y'all
know.
family at the end of the day, that's your child, So
Hmm.
kids do things. I feel like kids do things, especially when they're young, that they don't realize a lot of times. Hey, once you do something like that, it's hard to take that back or walk that back. But you still give them a little grace on the strength
Hmm.
of that's my child. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Yeah. And that's what that was. So that was my niece was over there. She was going off on them because they kept exposing, well, I guess, what she was saying to them. And I don't know if she just didn't want it out there. I don't know. To me, it didn't bother me. I didn't care. I was still unmoved by all of that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I didn't care. At the end of the day, Lashara was warned and told, hey, it just backfired in your face. Guess
yeah,
what? It didn't backfire in Chandra's face. It backfired in her face. You get what I'm saying? Chandra was still untouched and unhurt by what Lashara told them and what they put on the internet.
so basically, your niece, whenever she was mad at you, she told him some stuff. And then once y'all got back good, last night she went over there in defense mode and was mad because they was basically repeating the stuff she said
That she
when
has said,
she was
yeah.
mad. Oh
Hmm.
my God.
Yeah, yes. So then my niece called over here when MJ went off. My niece called over here and he was, I guess she told MJ, let me go in here. I'm gonna leave you alone, New. I was just talking to Lupa because we trying to get, to the bottom of this. I'm gonna leave you alone.
No, I don't care.
Okay. So I was getting ready to start my YouTube. I just came in. So who got the first phone call? You got the phone call or MJ got the phone call from
She
Lashard?
called my phone, but MJ had my phone, and I had his phone.
Okay. Lashard called your phone.
And well, yeah, she called my phone, and then she told us about the live, and then I took MJ's phone. And he took my phone.
And you took MJ's phone, he took your phone, and y'all started watching the live.
Mm-hmm.
So my niece called to tell my kids. These is kids. Well, my daughter's grown. She ain't no kid.
She said you were declining her calls, and that's why she called my phone.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear what she said? I was declining my niece's calls.
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
declining her calls because I didn't care about it. My phone was blowing up. I didn't care what Chris was going live about.
Uh-huh.
I didn't care about it. I'm trying to get in the bath and get in the bed and eat. My daughter had cooked yesterday. I didn't even get to eat it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about none of that. So because I was declining her calls, she called my kids.
Wow.
When she called my kids, my niece know MJ. She know MJ will blow up in a heartbeat. She
Uh-huh.
knew she said one right thing. What did she tell MJ?
She just told us that Chris was talking about us. And whenever you watch Chris live, she was defending you. She was defending me. She was defending the family, like. So it's like,
So did you hear that? My
Uh-huh.
niece called and told my kids Chris was on live talking about him.
Okay.
So that's where that came that Chris was talking about him.
but she was mainly mad that Chris was like putting her shit on Front Street.
Yeah. Did I not say that?
Yep.
And I said that. So my niece then involved my kids. In return, MJ blew up and pushed live, joining Chris's live from Samaya's phone. And that's when him and Samaya got into it.
That is so unfortunate, bro. Like, that is crazy. Is he good? Is he okay? Did you get him?
I didn't. I didn't. No.
So
I
what
I did
you
not.
want him to learn a little lesson?
I mean, that's just I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad
Yeah.
at him. If he
And
see Chris,
Samaya not mad at him either. For the ones
she
in the back,
no, she's not. She's
she
not. She's
loved
not
her
mad.
brother. She was worried about him, even though
Yeah.
they fought last night. She was worried
Girl,
about her brother, y'all.
I sent you the clips from my house and you seen how she was trying to still protect him after he did that to her.
Yeah. And
She was
like you
still
told Chandra, for the ones that's crucifying him, I look at it like this, even though it's wrong, MJ been through a lot. And I told Chandra she probably gonna have to put MJ in some type of therapy because he done been through cancer, y'all. He had all of that. He was bullied for it in school, had to constantly fight, people picking on him in school. So yeah, give him a little grace. And I told Chandra, try to get him in some type of therapy because he's still young. He number 13 years old. And you don't want him to get older thinking that violence is the way to go.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be honest as a mother, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him at all because that is me.
Yep. I told Chandra, I said, MJ
That
is
is
her
me.
karma. That's her
I will
karma.
sit there, I will hold everything in, and when I blow up, it ain't no stopping me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That is me. MJ was at his breaking point. And this is, I wasn't saying, oh, hey, oh, MJ did this. Chris made him do this. Chris can't make nobody do nothing. But
Yep.
she was the instigator of it by her live.
Yeah.
Had she not went live after you went live and did all that mess, and people wouldn't have been calling my phone, because I'm ignoring their calls, they turn around and call my daughter and my son, and they dumbasses answer the phone. That's what done it. Other than that, it would have been a leveled night, cool. Chris could have went over there and vented and said what she wanted to say. I wasn't bothered by it. But in return, when Samaya yelled at MJ, when she yelled at MJ went upside her head with that baby. Yes. Went
Oh my
upside her head with that baby. Samaya got up. She still had the baby in her arms. And my couch is right there, and then the corner of the wall is right there. The baby's head went into the wall, and it went like that. Like, it was crazy.
oh my
I immediately
God.
ended I immediately ended my YouTube live and charged at MJ, and all it took was that one hit. And the police already know about it, so they can share what they want to share, say what they
Yeah.
want to say, and that was it. Lay him out, lay him out,
Yeah.
lay him out. That's it. You
Yeah.
come from my grandbaby and my daughter, and they can say, oh my gosh, she admitted to hitting MJ. Duh. Baby, the police got the cameras, and that's why he was arrested. They was here long enough and got everything they needed
Yeah.
and seen it. So they can be like, yes. But, as a mother, I did what I had to do. MJ, no, I don't play that. MJ tried to take off running out the house like he always do when I go after him. He tried to take off running out the house. It was cold. My fat ass wasn't pissed to run outside the house. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead and run, baby. Run. No shoes on. Get sick. That's on you. But after my grandbaby was hit, that's when I
Yeah.
immediately, okay, now it's me and you. And that's what happened. MJ didn't expect me to react that fast. He didn't expect, and that's when he was just like, "Oh, you didn't lost all that weight, so you think you fast now? You think you fast?"
Oh my. No, he did not tell you that.
he did. He did, but it was just a reaction. It wasn't a reaction out of anger. It was just a reaction of, "Damn, my grandbaby." I was thinking, I didn't know what happened. All I heard was her scream. Was the scream like, when you first have a baby and they come out the womb? That scream was there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
scream, and I was just like, oh my god, this is it. And I
This
know
is.
my walls is hard, and I know my floors is concrete. My floors is not tile, they're concrete. So that's why I'm like, god dang,
I don't even want to imagine it.
yeah,
And
it
this
was.
is one of those situations where it's like, you know, he's a child too, but he know right from wrong
Mm-hmm.
also. And then a lot of times you gotta watch too, because you don't want him to use his situation to try to manipulate you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because how some kids, not even just in his situation, but kids try to do or say certain things to make you feel bad for them when they know they doing wrong. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So you did what you thought was best at that moment. But I
yeah,
do feel like I agree with the Jay that they say jail is not the answer. And I did talk to Chandra, off live or whatever, y'all, about this situation and what I feel like she needs to do to help him, because at the end of the day, he has been through a lot. He's been
he
through a
has.
lot,
He's
but
been through a
he
lot.
still know right from wrong.
He's been through a lot, and this is not MJ's first rodeo. MJ
Yeah.
Strong supporters that's on here will tell y'all, they been saying MJ needs to be locked up. MJ
Oh,
did a lot of stuff. MJ just wasn't 13. Texas won't touch you until you're 13. MJ's
mhm.
officially 13 now. So now it's gonna start sticking. Now he gonna get them cuffs, and now he fits to get a record.
He
Before he
don't
was
need.
13, it was just a slap on the wrist, okay, and release him. MJ's
Yeah.
13 now. So everything MJ did up until he was 13 was his chances. His chances is gone now. And
Yeah.
for the ones on the record, I'm not the one that called the police on him. I wasn't gonna call the police. I wasn't gonna deal with the police because I knew, for one, at first I thought I was going to jail when I seen that blood. At first I was like, damn, I'm going to jail. I ain't gonna even lie. And I wasn't gonna call police. By the next thing I know, my daughter was on the phone with the police.
Yeah.
My baby, my baby, my baby. And then the ambulance was coming to check out the baby, and I was just like, man. So
She
I
didn't
ain't
have no choice but to call him,
because
because
of the baby.
you know what I'm saying. Even if she just would have went to the hospital, they want to know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't want to
Or
risk
if she
herself.
didn't take her to the hospital or get help, and then the baby died in her sleep because she hit her
Exactly.
head the wrong way. Mm-hmm.
Yep. She didn't want to risk losing her child, so she did right by calling. It was one of those things where you had to make a tough decision, but she's
Mm-hmm.
a mother, so she gotta always choose her child first, just like you. You would choose your instinct, even though that's your kids. You thought about your grandbaby in that moment because she's defenseless. You know,
Mm-hmm.
damn man.
So I mean, like I said, um, it all boils down to you're trying to hurt one person and everybody around that one person is getting hurt.
Yeah.
So like they're gunning for me and everybody around me is getting hurt. Samaya been brought into it. She getting hurt. The baby got hurt. You know, the baby got hurt. MJ got a case. It's everybody around me is, getting hurt. Guess what? Chandra is not, if they was on my YouTube last night, before they start reporting and tearing my tail up, they heard the police call me last night, the jail, when they called when MJ was there. If they was on that, they can tell you in the chat what they heard. MJ is being charged. MJ
Yeah.
will have these charges. MJ is going on probation. He will be on probation for a long time.
Oh my
And
God.
and MJ has fines and restitutions. Guess what? Chandra ain't gotta pay him. His daddy gonna pay him. You're not hurting me. Everybody around me is, you know what I'm saying? Baby Chandra, if he don't pay him, go ahead and lock him up. And that's just how I feel. My daddy did the same, with me. You know what I'm saying? You did the crime, you do the time. I laid down and did my 10 years. MJ, if he don't learn now, he was babied so much, he's never going to learn.
Yeah.
He's never going to learn. Like I said again, me personally, I feel like it was too much. My daughter, she going through her little mood swings. I ain't gonna sugarcoat a dang thing. She going through whatever it is after you have a baby, whatever that shit you go through. I don't know, but she's calm one moment, and the next moment, if you bump her, why you touch me?
Oh wow.
So she going through that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they took my room back over, and I keep the grandbaby with me and let her have her little space. She going through her little moments. Her
Yeah.
hormones is coming back into intact, and MJ knew that. MJ knew that. So,
Y'all might
she
have to do some family counseling. Like everybody go to therapy together.
girl, but MJ
Listen,
knew.
don't be against it because baby, I didn't been to therapy. Therapy, a lot of people don't realize therapy is a blessing, but you gotta actually want to do it and be open to it. And I feel like a lot of our people is they so used to the mindset of like you got to be crazy to get. No, you don't have to be crazy. It's good. Just like you go to your primary doctor, your two doctor, whatever the dentist is. The therapist is for your mind. And it can actually help. And I hope and pray, and I'm gonna stay on you, Chandra, because even though you got that tough love where your daddy let you go to jail, I want you to get MJ in therapy before. And if therapy don't work, if it don't help him, then it's only so much we can do as parents when it comes to our kids, y'all. Like it's only so much you can do. A lot of parents against disciplining your child. Sometimes discipline don't work, sometimes it do work. But at the end of the day, we can raise them, but we can't stop what they gonna do and what they want to do. Like we can only do what we can do as a parent to help them, do our best to help them, and that's it. Like you can't pick and choose. Once they get to a certain age, you can't stop them from doing what they want to do. You can only give them certain tools to help them and try to guide them to be the best adult they can be. But like that's really all you can do at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
but I mean, I can't, and I'm gonna be honest, I can't preach and tell him to be a better person when I'm the same way as he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Snap,
And see,
you
I'm
know,
glad you can
snap.
acknowledge that too. That's
I'm a,
big.
I'm, I'm a snap. I'm saying that's why I said it's just, if Chris had been here and still was pushing my buttons, I probably would have did the same thing like MJ
Yeah,
did. I was right
yeah,
there at the edge. You know what I'm saying? I had a little more strength and growth because I didn't already been to the penitentiary and know what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
MJ didn't. Now maybe this right here, getting in handcuffs, getting fingerprints, and now you got a
He
record.
ain't never
And
experienced it.
now he's never experienced it. He's never experienced what is cold in a cot and nasty. Ben MJ is OCD like me. And
Yeah.
very clean. Putting on somebody else's clothes and drawers and stuff. He
And
kind
let me tell y'all, I used to work in the jail before, and we used to have to scare the little kids that, like, the kid, they don't do it no more. I don't know why they stopped doing it because it was actually beneficial. When the kids would be acting out, their parents would bring them to the jail, and we used to scare the shit out of them and put them behind the cell and all of that, y'all. And it would literally get them right. But I guess nowadays, because a lot of these kids got that YN mindset, and they don't care. They do not care about that. Okay, you cannot convince them. So maybe that's why they stop. But the jails are so overpopulated with kids, it's
of,
ridiculous. But you know what? I suggest y'all all do like maybe individual and family counseling because you see how you said you could snap like this was somebody telling you something, and you doing so good in life. I don't want to see none of y'all get in a situation where you lose it all behind snapping over somebody that don't have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Because you doing well. To say I did not know you did 10 years in jail. To say you did that and then look at you now,
Yeah.
that's a testimony. And
Yeah.
that's why I say I'm gonna do a live stream because I have a few other people that came in the live yesterday and said they did time in jail too. And I want to hear from all of y'all and y'all experience, what happened, what got y'all there, how y'all doing now, all of that. But that's gonna be separate.
Yeah.
But I would look into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the therapist can unpack everything, childhood trauma, all of that. What triggers y'all and everything, and it'll be really beneficial because, like you said, you can't expect MJ to do better if he get it from you. So
Mhm.
he's a product of his environment. You know
He's a
what I'm
product of
saying?
his
So,
environment, and that's me. I'm a fighter. I'm quick to snap. Of course, I'm older and mature now. MJ's just a younger version of me.
yeah,
He's a younger version of me, and me. I'm learning to move different now. I'm gonna be honest. If my daddy was still here, I probably would. I'd probably be a little bit more immature on the immature side. But I know now both of my parents is gone.
yeah,
I've said this several times. I know my backbone is gone. I know who's gonna save me is gone. You know what
yep,
I'm saying? So I don't have that. I can't expect my daughter to come buy me out because guess what? She don't got no job. She don't, you know what I'm saying? She don't. You gotta have 6 months of income. You gotta make this. She ain't got no properties to. If my bond is high, she can put up a property. My daddy had all that. Now I don't have that. You get what I'm saying? And I know how the system works. I know how you can sit in jail for a year, almost up to 2 years before you go to trial. So that right there is my little shake. So now I kind of sort of know what I can and can't do and how I can move. Now I know I can protect myself if somebody touch me or do something to me. Then you're right. I'm gonna protect myself and do what I gotta do. But until then, the other stuff I let it go and slide and just keep moving. MJ's not there yet. MJ
yeah.
let that build up and he exploded last night. Do I think he feel bad? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know because when they called me again today, MJ refused to talk to me. He refused to talk. He's like, I'm not talking to that bitch. I heard him in the background.
Oh my God.
he,
Oh, he mad. He
he
mad because he
mad.
in
He
there
mad. Yeah, he mad because
and
I
he
guess
blaming you.
because he feels like because I showed the police the videos while he was here.
Okay.
Without those videos,
Well,
MJ
you had to. You had to because at the end of the day, that grandbaby got
the
hurt.
baby. Yep, and that's what MJ's not understanding. But had I not showed them those videos, it was just my word, Samaya's word against his. The
Yeah.
cameras in the house is what got it. The cameras in the house is what got it. Yep, the cameras in the house is what got it. And so that was yeah. Like I said, he did it. He did it to himself. MJ, that's the assault on the baby. Of course, I did a live last night, and they called me last night. They called me at 2 something this morning, and I was on Facebook Live. I was on YouTube Live, Facebook or YouTube. I think it was Facebook. I don't know where I was at. But wherever I was at, probably YouTube. And then the jail called, and so when they called me last night, I had it on speakerphone, and then people in the chat started saying muted, 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 muted. Everybody started saying it wasn't nobody's business because they started giving out personal business.
Wow.
Yep. So this was about the time. Matter of fact, here it is right here, and I'll show it to you. So I'll show it on this live right here. This is about the time they called me last night, early in the morning. I'm gonna turn this around. They called. I didn't answer. I didn't answer.
Mhm.
You see that Bell County? I'm
Yeah.
gonna play it. You see what?
Hello, this is JPO Crane with Bell County Juvenile Probation Office. If you could return my call at 254-674-0877. Thank you.
And that was at 2:32 this morning.
Uh-huh. So,
2:32 this morning.
so how
And
does
then
that work with
they end up
detention? Like,
calling back. They end up calling back because I was like, hold on, let me see. So they end up calling back, and I was on live because I thought it was somebody playing on my phone. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no name, so I wasn't gonna answer it. But they end up calling right back, and this is how long we was on the phone.
you and MJ?
No, the people reading out
Okay.
his charges, telling me what's gonna happen. He's underage, he's not working, so who's gonna be responsible for paying his fines and restitutions?
Oh,
Transfer fee when you transfer a juvenile is $500. It's a whole bunch of fees. She was just breaking everything down. 21 minutes. It says today 2:34 a.m. So that was this morning.
Wow. So so how does that work? Like they keep it like how does that work? They keep it for a certain amount of time. It's up to you to go get them when you want to go get them. Or
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They
oh,
said time for you to come get him. I told them last night, even on live, I wasn't coming to get him.
uh-huh.
Then the lady's like, well, do he have another parent? I called his dad. And she's like, if he's not picked up, we will call CPS and get you guys for child abandonment.
Oh Lord.
So that's what they do. That's any juvenile.
Wow.
Take them, book them, get them registered, get them number, and rack up their fees so the parents can pay those fees. And they're going to turn around and release those juveniles.
That's crazy.
Hmm
Wow.
So you have a certain time. They'll say, hey, you have 24 hours from now for a pickup. Or they can say 12 hours from now for a pickup. It all depends on what they say.
So basically they just making money off the kids when they get in
They make
trouble.
money off the kids. They making money off the kids.
That is crazy.
They're making money off the kids. But
Wow.
I told him, the person that picked him up is the one responsible for the payments and responsible for everything. So his dad came down today. Was coming down today. He should be here now picking him up. I believe. I'm not sure. He should be here now though, picking him up though.
Okay.
So his dad is signing all that. His dad's gonna take him to his probation appointments. His dad's gonna take him to get checked in. He gonna take him to get his drug test. Drug test is like $25. If they make you do it twice a month, that's $50 a month. If he
So
get
how so if that doesn't happen, like if he let's say he don't show up to probation or whatever, whatever, how does that work? Are y'all held liable? Or
no, if he doesn't show up for probation, he'll be turned over to juvenile TDCJ. So they'll revoke his probation.
okay.
And they'll revoke his probation because he's violating it. As long as the fines is paid and everything, like he'll revoke. MJ will probably get revoked. MJ gonna do something. MJ's just hard headed. MJ will probably be revoked. So however long they give him on probation, I don't know. I haven't talked to his dad yet. However long, if they gave MJ 2 years on probation, if MJ do anything, he gonna do that 2 years. So he'll be locked up 13 till he's 15.
Oh my God.
Um,
Chandra,
anything
please,
they do,
please try to get him in therapy. Please. Please.
anything they do, he has to do community service. His community service will probably be on Saturdays. They do a lot of kids on Saturdays and Sundays. But I knew not to put my name on those papers. So the person responsible for doing all that with him is his dad.
So you set his daddy up.
It ain't that I set him up. Like it was him. I told him when I told him because he called Chris last night about when it happened. He called Chris. At least what he told me. I talked to him, and that's why I made that post on my Facebook page. I said, y'all ain't tired of Mike cussing y'all out? He called Chris last night and said, what the F you say about my son? Or why that, whatever he's just to that sort.
Yeah.
Of course, she didn't say nothing. They said she wasn't posting all day, but Mike is low key really tired. This happening to MJ, Mike is pissed. Mike
But
is
the J, it's kind of like the J said, but at 13, he's responsible for going to see his probation officer. It's kind of like the parent is still held liable.
the parent
See,
is.
like Chandra said, his daddy went to go sign the papers and all of that because now that makes his daddy responsible for getting him to his probation visits and all of that. So, technically, it's still kind of one of those situations where if let's say his daddy don't bring him to a probation visit, then I'm pretty sure they won't revoke it on the first visit. They might give a warning because it's a child.
Mhm.
But I don't know technically all the terms, but it's a weird situation.
Yeah, yeah. And I know people was upset. Like I'm sitting up here bragging about my son catching a case. I wasn't bragging on my Facebook post about my son catching a case. I was making a point.
Yeah,
When you attempt to come for me, you didn't hurt me. You hurt a whole nother person. A
yeah.
whole person was affected. So it wasn't that I was being funny. MJ caught a case. Ha 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 ha. At the end of the day, you was coming for me, and Chandra wasn't hurt behind it. And I did get a screen recording of somebody commenting in the live is y'all doing all this and Chandra's still not hurt. Chandra's still at work. I seen one of them comments and I started laughing. At least somebody over there on that side no. Chandra was still untouched by what you call yourself doing. And the kid you proclaim that you're their safe haven is the one that got hurt.
Damn. So this is crazy. This is wow. Like it seemed like you're gonna forever be dealing with this situation. Like
I don't think I don't think so. I think now that she see MJ got involved and MJ got hurt, I don't think she expected it to go that way. I don't think she expected it to go that way. Um I think now people is probably telling her, "Hey, this is getting serious now, kid. MJ this, MJ that." I think now she's probably because I mean, ever since then, I mean, she shared my post. She shared my post. I got the screenshot of that. She shared my post and marked out some stuff. I just got that before you told me about your live. Um, Let me see who sent that to me right here. She shared my post. Let me go to it because somebody just sent it to me from. Okay, this is the number that it came from, and I'm gonna show you how I come through. This is how I get. I go show you who's. This is how I come through.
Okay.
People send me everything. You know what I'm saying? All day.
Yeah.
I got the screen
So what
record.
is she saying sharing it?
She shared. She shared my post. The one where I shared your Harmony's live. I shared Harmony's live. It says OMG if Chandra hasn't been through enough, now MJ in jail. She shared Harmony's live because I shared it. And what Chris had put at the top was she talking mess. They're all in the comments talking mess. But she said when the lies continue, you forget, dummy. She's still talking mess. Like she's
Wow.
yeah. And she just did that. Here it is, right? Because I got the screen recording. She still like literally she talking mess. So she shared it. I didn't mark that out. Chris marked that out. I guess she's marking it out to keep Harmony's name from showing. I don't know. But and then I'll hit play. That's the screen recording that I got. And it's Deborah Soto, an enemy, da 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 da. I mean, all of them in there talking. The same ones that ain't offered you a place to stay. Still in there egging it on.
Wow.
Still in there egging it on. I mean, that's how they screen record. You see how I just got a notification just now.
Yeah.
Like so obviously she must be on live or posting something now. It ain't no show. Yeah. So they sending me everything. They'll go back and they'll keep screen recording me the rest of the comments. So she's still over there being messy, but they doing it in the comments.
That's crazy.
Somebody just texted and said, just now I'm on the phone with you. It's 8:00 p.m. my time. She's making statuses right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't have to go on her page. I get everything. Everything. My phone is loaded with messages and screenshots of what she's over there doing and what she's doing. Everybody message me all the time.
Let it
You see half the
go.
messages I ain't even checked. Half
Yeah.
the stuff I ain't even checked.
At what point does it stop? Like for somebody that say they had somewhere to stay, why is it still continuing? Why you not even? She's not even in your home anymore. Like at some point it gotta end. Especially if you care. You say you care about those kids. Last night should have been okay. Nah, this is getting a little too crazy. It's getting a little too
I'm
serious
getting it while I'm on the phone with you.
to the point where that child has so much bottled up mentally behind all of this stuff going on, from being embarrassed at school, people picking with him because of his mama and Chris's situation, and
So I guess it's a test. I guess this is supposed to be me. Now, who would want this life? Baby, you don't even want your life. Girl, but she's doing it without saying my name. She's not dumb. She knows the police is on it. You know what I'm saying? She's girl.
yeah,
When you misuse a child's SSI, yes, a parent can be audited and face penalties misusing a child's Social Security lump sum, as these funds must primarily benefit the child, with any remainder saved. Da da da. Girl, so I just got this. Let me turn this around. Anybody on your chat, no. Social Security is ran by your Social Security number.
yeah,
Yes, MJ's disabled. He qualified because of his medical condition, but he don't qualify because of my income is too high. Do y'all
yeah,
not understand that? Like, do people not understand how Social Security works? Like, ain't nobody over there in their comments letting her know that girl can't get Social Security with her Social Security number. Her income is gonna automatically pick up.
yeah.
I mean, just dumb stuff like this. That's why I just laugh at it. Like, literally laugh at it. Like, it's crazy. So I guess she
But
feel
what
like
if
she don't.
even if he was on it, even though he's not? I mean, he does like everybody know his condition. So hello. like what's the point of them saying that? I'm not understanding it. Like what? Why are they saying that as if that's something to joke about? What if he was on SSI? What's wrong with being on SSI? I'm confused. That's an income. So what's wrong? Like I don't get it.
And she
I don't
just posted this
get
17 minutes ago.
it. Missing
Girl, you so invested.
God, have mercy.
Do you is it I mean, I don't understand.
But she don't want your life. But why is she concerned about SSI? Like if MJ getting SSI or not?
Girl, hold on,
Child,
listen. She said removal as payee. A parent can be removed as a represented payee, the person managing the funds. Do she want to manage his funds if he got it?
I don't get it. Like if we not obsessed, if we don't want nobody's life, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay?
Yes, you're not. When a motherfucker have 20,000 teeth talking to a motherfucker that tell 20,000 lies, shaking my thing. Yes, this is she's yeah, yeah.
Who got 20,000 teeth?
Girl, I guess she's talking about all my teeth in my mouth. I guess because
You
mine's
don't
ain't
have
gapped
no.
out like hers. She look like I guess because hers is gapped out and mine is
You,
all together.
no, you. That's why I was like, what? Ain't nothing wrong with your teeth.
Yes.
I am weak, child.
So yeah, they
Crazy.
yes, girl. I just yeah, I don't know. So and this is again more people screenshot me. I mean, I'm gonna get this all night, all night. Everything she do from her fake pages to own up, I'm gonna get everything. And I can sit here and go through my phone and just
I would tell people if I was you, tell them don't send you nothing unless it's like a direct THREAT. Other than that, because that's like bothersome. I know they mean well, but it's rigorous. It can make you want to respond to it every single time. So I'll be like, hey y'all, don't send unless she's uh threatening me or my kids. You know, try to limit it because that's a lot. That's why I
and
be
then she
telling
got
my
her people
kids,
saying pray for MJ. This is so sad. Y'all the same ones that was over there talking about MJ.
wow,
Like you're weird.
that's crazy. It's the age. It's the age for me.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is sad. Chandra, block these people. Some of them want to see the drama. Yep. My supporters know. Don't send me nothing. Don't send unless it's some content. I don't want to see it because I ain't going back and forth with nobody. Life is too short, baby. I learned that in December when my daddy passed away. We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing that.
Girl. Yeah. I don't know. It's if no, but even when I was ignoring it, y'all heard what my daughter said. They contacted her and MJ blew up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're gonna reach out to family. They're gonna do all of that. Like they're gonna keep. It's she's miserable. She's somewhere wherever she's at. I guess she can't do a live. I guess she don't want nobody to know she's in her car, or I don't know. Hopefully somebody sent her some money for a hotel. But she is back in Killeen.
Wow.
She is back in Killeen. She had to pick up her car from the airport. So yeah.
Wow. So you said what did the ex husband tell? What did your ex husband? What did MJ daddy tell her?
He cussed her out. He was like, "What the fuck going on?" Then I said, "Keep my son out." I guess he was just he's crazy. He's loud and crazy and very disrespectful and cussing. Everybody online know how he is, how my ex husband is. So that's why they won't say his name over there. That's why Nita ain't saying his name no more. Like literally, he didn't call them all out. Like he don't play them games. He do
Yeah.
not play them games. They was every he got it bad with calling female bitches. They know that people that all the MJ Strong supporters know that watch me because I didn't answer my phone on
So
CarPlay.
MJ got you and his daddy in him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so he did. They was bees. Um, a bee that can't do nothing, a bee that can't lose nothing. You know, I'm not trying to use the B word on your live, but he was like a itch that can't do nothing, a itch that can't lose nothing. But my son didn't lost. My son didn't lost, and he just yeah, girl, he on one. He hot.
MJ is his only child?
Mm
Was not okay.
mm. No ma'am.
That's crazy.
No ma'am. No, MJ is the baby.
Oh, when he extra small. It
Mm-hmm.
seemed but like I said, it seemed like it's not gonna stop because even after now, granted, we did do a live stream, But we was pretty much talking about, if y'all was in the live yesterday, we was talking about like the after effects, and her criminal history did get brought up, and some people saying that she was upset about that or whatever. But I mean, that's public record. Somebody sent it to me while we was live. But I don't see what's the problem. Like, she brought it. Wasn't she the one who brought this situation to social media?
Yeah, they went back and everybody went back. I shared it and showed it on my page. That she brought it to social media. I was in the hospital with my baby.
And
That
that's
was
the
already
crazy
proven.
part. You can't get mad if you bring something to social media. You can't get mad if people. She probably didn't think that this story was gonna do what it's doing. That it's
No,
going
she wants to be a content creator. If they see she's never done lives, so she feel like, okay, let me make this money that Chandra was making. Let me make this money. So she's trying to build her page off of just what's going on. And yeah, I mean, you got to
to.
think, look at the followers she didn't got and the views she didn't got off of just this when she's never
Yeah,
done a live. So once this storyline is over, she's not gonna have nothing to talk about. Ain't nobody fist a girl. Ain't nobody fist pay attention to her unless somebody that just don't know her, don't know the situation.
yeah,
Yeah, she gonna have to rebuild herself like other content creators that did the same thing. But here in Colleen, she's known as the shitty woman, the woman spreading shit, the woman that refused to leave her home. Everybody know her, and that's not really just speaking like that. She knows that her name and her face is out there.
yeah. Damn, that's great. I wouldn't want to be known for that. And even with the whole eviction situation, when y'all go to court, you know, or they never get out there yet.
We're done. We're done.
Oh, see, I don't have no more court dates.
We're done. Her eviction is on her record. It's done, set and sealed.
Damn.
Yeah, we're done. We would have had to have gone back to court if she didn't leave on the 20th.
Okay.
Then I would have had to have did a writ. That writ that you have to do, writ of possession. You have to do all that different stuff where they refuse to leave. Then we would have to go back to court, and then yeah.
Y'all gotta hit. They not hitting. Please, y'all. We got nine. Thank you today. We got 931 in the building. That's almost 1,000 people being nosy. Okay, we all love a little mess now. Okay, we all do. But y'all, please hit the like button. That is.
I'm gonna let y'all ask my daughter how she feel about MJ before they
Go
put.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear that too. That's free, y'all. Hit the like button and support my little goal. Y'all started off good. We got
Oh,
how
I
many
didn't mean
we
to hit
got
this
left
one
on the
again.
goal? Let me
I'm
see.
sorry.
10 left
I
on the
told you
goal in
not
each
mad at
color.
Lupac.
So
Yeah.
support my little goal.
Lupac, here's my
Almost
daughter.
1,000 people in here. Okay?
Lupac,
And hit that like button.
here's
What
my
you say?
daughter.
Hey, Samaya. Where
Hi.
that pretty baby at?
She's right
Look
here.
at her. She's so cute. She's so cute. She look like her uncle. How ironic. She look like her uncle.
Yeah.
That baby. So precious. You so soft spoken. You look like you don't belong in that family. No offense, Chandra. Sandra, where you get her from? She's so soft and just calm. Everybody else firecrackers.
Thank you.
Look,
Hey,
how about thank you.
can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I think she can hear
I
Can
you.
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. What you say?
You can ask my daughter how she feel about the situation or how she feel about everything. She'd be honest with you. My daughter's real open.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know, like, because a lot of people, they taking what happened with Timothy and running with it, and saying different things. How you feel about what happened? And be honest. I know that's your baby brother. Be honest about what happened yesterday.
Um, Honestly, I kind of just feel like things happened. They popped off really fast.
Mhm.
I don't think that he can like really control his feelings and when it comes to certain things
Yeah.
or when he gets triggered. So in a way, I kind of feel like it's almost my fault that it all like transpired that way. But at the same time, I'm kind of just tired of all of it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want my name to be brought up. I didn't want to be in it, and I hate that MJ's name is brought up. I hate that Manny's name is brought up. I hate that
anybody's name is brought up, and I hate how long it's been dragging out.
Yeah.
Like,
So you don't necessarily blame him for what happened last night. Just you just tired of overall all the drama surrounding.
no, 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 yeah, like when I got mad about him joining the live, it was like an instant reaction. It wasn't like something I thought about saying. It was just like instant, like because I heard literally like I'm watching Chris's live on his phone, and he has my phone, and Chris is like Samaya is requesting to join the live. I looked at MJ so fast, and I
Yeah.
just started going off like literally just told you I did not want to join the live. Do not join the
Yeah.
live. Don't comment nothing. Like not under me. Like do it on behalf of yourself, but don't do it on behalf of me.
Yeah.
Like because I don't want to give her no ammo to start talking about me.
Yeah.
I already got people inboxing me saying crazy stuff. Like I don't need any more reasons for anybody else to come at me sideways. Like
Yeah. So
or to,
I
even have a feeling, even have to feel like they're gonna bring my kid into it because I see the way they just everybody's kids being brought into it, and I'm just
yeah.
like,
Nowadays, baby girl, listen, they don't on the internet, they do not care. I'm still in and I've been on here for almost 3 years and I'm still in disbelief at how adults will, bring kids up and speak the most heinous, malicious things over kids. Like they
yeah,
literally just
and it and it and it and they're like they're so innocent and like I didn't think much of it before, but now that I have my own, it's like
yep. Starts to get different once you had. And I told that to your
yeah,
mama. I said you was put in a tough spot last night. It's like where both, you got to choose between family and your baby, but your motherly instincts kicked in immediately, and that you mama bear now. You got to protect your baby at all costs because you all she got. She didn't ask to be here. Just like Sandra would protect y'all, the same thing applies because now you're a mom. You know
yeah, that is
even
very
though it's unfortunate of the situation. And
it
now
is.
it's sounding like you wish you would have let MJ just do his 1-2 to
Shit.
avoid,
If it
everything.
could, if it would have prevented all of the chaos that happened last night, I would have just. I feel like I probably would have just took the motherfucking hit on
Yeah,
Facebook, like But I feel like peace of mind doesn't have. You can't put a price on peace of mind.
no,
Like you
that's
can,
true.
you really, really can.
That's true. Only thing you can do is just try to stay away from things that's drama filled. There's nothing wrong with being on social media, but you are the protector of your peace. And this is something that I live by. Like, it
Yeah,
is very much possible to exist in the midst of drama and avoid it at the same time. I'm
yeah,
living proof, okay? So it's possible. It's all about what you choose to indulge in. You can't hold others responsible for protecting your peace. Only you can do that. So
yeah,
I get it. I get what you not wanting him to indulge, but I could also see it from his side because he's a child. He's been through so much, and a kid's mentals are a little different from ours, so they think a little different. They're more irrational and impulsive. It's a lot of impulsive adults too, but that's more so a characteristic of kids. So, like I told Chandra, I get it, but I do feel like she need to put MJ in therapy, and all of y'all do some family therapy as well. You know,
yeah. That probably wouldn't kill anybody.
no,
But
what
hey, Lupac, I'm sorry, I was replacing something.
you
What I
got?
wanted my daughter to talk to you about is before all of this even really blew up like this on the internet, when Miss Chris was still here and my daughter was still coming around and talking to Miss Chris with her brand new baby, Miss Chris asked my daughter, Miss Chris came to her and cried, really wanting to make amends and feeling bad. Ask my daughter about that situation. When
How
I
long ago
said
was that?
no, when I said no, I'm done. It's not no going back. That's when she started acting out again.
How long ago was that?
Right after the baby came home from the hospital, actually, I stayed at my mom's for like a while.
Well, that was recent, huh?
Yeah, it was in December.
Oh wow. So what she said?
Um, Honestly, I had just heard that her and my mom had fallen out, and before I went into the hospital, everything was fine. So I was just really confused as to how it had gotten to where it was,
Yeah.
I guess. And I just, I would just tell Miss Chris, like, we love you. I don't want you guys fighting. Like, if it's fixable, like, I think you guys can fix it. And I was like, at the time, it wasn't as bad as it is now. And I was telling her that, like, my mom will do some crazy stuff, and sometimes she can be a little irrational, but like, I was like, I truly think that like my mom was acting out of hurt or anger when she did or said those things. And same for you. Like, you were acting out of hurt and anger. And I feel like if you guys were just sit down and speak to each other about what you guys were feeling rather than just constantly reacting, you guys would be perfectly fine. And
Ooh,
that was,
child. You
yeah,
smart, baby. Chandra, your daughter is what you need, okay? She's so rational and just
I'm sorry.
calm and yeah.
yeah. But I mean, and then she was just, that's when she kind of like cried and was just like, your mom hurt me. Like, I don't know why she would say or do this. And I just told her, like, as long as I've known my mom, like, sometimes she does the craziest things, but like, I swear, like, it's not it's not always, she just be reacting. Like, she just reacts. Like, she doesn't think about how, and sometimes she could just be doing it intentionally, but like, my mom just reacts. Like, if she gets hurt or she feels like she's disrespected, she's gonna react, and she goes on the defense, and she's a completely different person
Spit
if
up.
you put her in that like, you put her in that position.
The
So
baby spit up. Look
yeah,
at
but
spit up. Wipe
I
her up out.
yeah, and I told her,
You
I
can
was
hear
like,
Miss Amaya?
what'd you
Look,
say?
look the baby spit up. Did she spit up? Or am I tripping? It look
Oh,
like
she's
she's some milk.
drooling.
Oh, okay. I thought I seen she had spit up some milk or something.
Yeah, she's just
Uh I
drooling.
agree, but you know what too? Like I don't want to say that was manipulative, but why you got to watch people too that give one-sided stories. See, one of the things I can appreciate about your mom is she don't hide her ish. Okay, she like this whole saga because I would call this a saga. Your mom has been very open about the part that she played as well and the things that she did, even if it was bad. Like she took accountability for it. So, you know, I feel like that would have been a good conversation if Miss Chris would have came in and also telling you what she did. Because from my knowledge, how it cranked off is
No,
things that
hold
got
on. Hold on, let me hold you. My
uh-huh.
daughter, no, I was with my daughter. My daughter was in labor. Remember, my daughter was in labor. Chris took my kids to get their hair done for a Christmas Sunday church service. She
Uh-huh.
took them that Saturday so they can get their hair done. My daughter was in labor. Ask my daughter when I was with her what message I got. I'm in labor and delivery. My daughter's in pain, having
Uh-huh.
contractions. I left my daughter on that table and did 100 and something back to Colleen. My daughter don't live here. Ask my daughter the message I got on my phone. I flew out the room and left my daughter right there in pain by herself.
What happened?
She just got like a message. I didn't see it. I just remember like hearing video, like, or
Yeah.
like voices on her phone. But I guess she got evidence, or someone messaged her saying that, or videos of Chris talking uh, badly about whatever she had going on at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm walking back and forth because I'm trying to go outside and smoke while you talk to my daughter. But I left my daughter in labor. Do you hear me?
Uh-huh.
We could have lost my daughter on that table. My daughter had preeclampsia so bad. My anger took me away from my daughter, and I flew on a highway to get back to get my kids. I didn't even take it to Facebook. I text Chris when I
So
took you
that was the audios that you told me about
yes.
where it started everything where she didn't know that you had that though. See, that's the crazy part. So she thought
Yes.
she could manipulate somebody. She didn't know you had those audios.
And she didn't know I was with Samaya when I received them in the labor and delivery. I'm in there trying to make Facebook videos of my daughter in labor, make fun of her crying and her stomach big. And, I'm in there trying to make videos, and my messenger kept going off, and I hit the shit, and everything let loose. I didn't even tell Miss Chris about that. Then after that, I got the phone call from the deaconess at the church where they was tagging my church with that long 5 letter shit. Like, come on.
Wow.
No. I was done. I was at my wit's end for one, because I'm not knowing what's going on with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I just buried my daddy. Literally, just buried my daddy. Like, I got too much going on. Too much
Yeah,
going on.
that's crazy.
Oh, and then ask my daughter what else they did. Tell them what else happened at the hospital.
Security came up to the room to escort her off the property.
Wait, what happened with that?
And guess what? Guess who the only person that knew what
You didn't
hospital
get,
my
you didn't get a
guess
chance to get the kid. She ended up coming to the hospital.
no.
Yeah, no, they were saying that she was violating HIPAA. She had HIPAA violations, and they told her that she had to stop recording, or she was posting on Facebook, and people were calling the hospital
Oh my God.
reporting my name or her name, and saying that they just came to the room asking, telling her that she had to stop recording, or she would have to leave.
Wow.
Hold on, check this out. And didn't nobody know what hospital my daughter was in but Miss Chris. I had everybody else on Facebook thinking my daughter stayed 2 hours away from me, just so they wouldn't know where she stayed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So for her hospital to get put out where she was at, only person that knew what hospital she was in was Miss Chris.
Wow. Damn, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sound stressed. You sound, your daughter sounds stressed, but she's so level headed and mature for her age. It's like a breath of fresh air.
She is, but I'm gonna tell
Where
you,
you, I'm about to say, where you sure you didn't adopt this one, sis? Because
girl.
she is the calm in y'all storm, okay? See,
No, she is the quiet one. She is the one that won't
she,
fight. She is the white girl of the family.
oh my God, you did tell me that. And it's like now hearing her, it's like, wow. Like, because she's so calm. It's like, how you exist in all of the chaos.
Uh,
That baby, she done went to sleep.
a bunch
Woke
of
me up,
different.
never mind. She playing posse like the old people say. Keep open
Yeah.
eyes closing them.
She is total opposite of me and MJ. When I
Yep,
she
she
is
is.
my mom. She is the version of my mom. I'm the version of my dad.
Yep.
My mom was the same way. And yes. And Samaya actually looked just like my mom. I'm black and chocolate like my daddy. I'm me, I'm more of my daddy.
You are not black and chocolate, or like a caramel color.
She said, "You are not black."
But yes, no, my
What
daughter.
is it, black and
And I
chocolate?
will say, my kids was hurt at first, and they still care for Miss Chris. But if you ask them if they care right now, baby, they gonna tell you, and they gonna be honest.
Rightfully so. I could hear in her voice the way she was talking, like she just
They are
tired of
super
the
hurt.
drama. It's a
Yes,
lot of drama surrounding it. And that's you would think, because I know if I was in that situation and I'm staying with somebody, my loyalty is to the person that's helping me by allowing me to live in their home. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna betray that situation for outsiders that wouldn't even give me a place to stay. Because look at it now, none of those people let her go stay with them. People fall out, people have arguments, disagreements, but at the end of the day, if the relationship is or friendship is worth it, you can get through certain things. Not everything, but certain things. But come on. You gotta be real fugazi to be talking down on the person that you living with, knowing you ain't got nowhere to go. That's crazy. They asked, what's
Yeah.
your zodiac sign, Samari?
He said, "Wait, what?"
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Oh, you like me. Huh? What's your
Oh,
birthday?
you're a Pisces. March 3rd.
I'm February 19th. I can
It's
tell.
so funny. Like my high school best friend was a February. It was a fair February.
Yep. Yep. Calm, but listen, we'll take it there. We calm for a while. We love hard. We real calm. We water signs. But we will take it there if you take it there, okay? It
Yeah.
takes a lot to get us there.
Yeah.
And it is,
A lot. A
huh?
lot. A lot. That's a lot. Yeah. It does
now
take a
I'm gonna
lot.
tell you, my daughter went over there. The same people that's on Chris's live. My daughter ran a bag up with them. They cashed after her a lot of money when me and my daughter got into
No, they
it.
didn't.
Oh, they didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you got a lot of cash apps.
No. I only made like I only got $50.
You only got $50?
Mm,
Oh, okay. I thought you got a lot the way Ghost Boys make it seem like you got a lot of cash apps.
nope.
You know they be ready to pay when it's some drama, boy. When it's some drama and they want that tea, oh, they
Mm-mm.
gonna pay, especially if it's a family member. A
Yeah, no.
family member, yeah, they're gonna pay. I didn't see it happen. Trust me, I know I didn't see it happen plenty of times.
Yeah, no. That it's just that Facebook stuff. Just it wasn't in the end. It really wasn't worth all of the drama that came along with it. Like, and I think
Exactly.
like after all my anger died down, like even after that situation, it still wasn't like it wasn't worth all the drama that came along with it.
Yep. And that's why I told your mom, I said, a lot of times, especially kids, and y'all young, you still young. You got a long life ahead of you. Even though you got a baby, you're still young. But ki- like when you young, you think irrational, and kids don't think about the consequences or the after effects. It's always in that moment,
Yeah,
but you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
yeah, and I'm a completely different person than what I was like a couple of years ago. So I just like
Good.
to keep
And the
moving
baby gonna
forward.
change you too.
Yeah, yeah, she definitely has.
And for the record, me and my daughter just started talking a couple of months ago.
That's good.
We have
That's
not
good.
chit chat is the one that connected me and my daughter back together again.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yep, I'm glad because that's family. That's your child. That's your baby. So I I hope this situation gets better. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Tanya, I see you snuck in, girl. We got 852 in the building, y'all. I need for y'all to hit the like button. If you are enjoying this content, run it up, run it up, run it up. Please support my goal. We got 10 left on the goal. It is any color. So support my little goal, y'all. It's a lot of y'all in here, and I ask for minimum support. It's not a lot. I don't ask for a lot, okay? But yeah, like this is some good stuff right here. It's unfortunate, let me say that. And I hope it gets better. I hope this situation gets better. I hope that lady over there at her big old age decides to let this situation go. And if not for Chandra, if you got that much hate, and I know she gonna watch this, if you got that much hate for Chandra, do it for the kids. If you really love these kids and you say, you they quote unquote safe haven, or if you ever love these kids, let it go for them because it's getting really serious now.
Yeah,
MJ,
it is it
go
is
ahead.
getting really serious. But I don't think it started off. It's like hate, like
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
think
don't know. I don't think so either.
it was just like I feel like it was a misunderstanding that just maybe kept spiraling, and there were too many outside voices on both
Yep.
ends that led them to both just doing too much to hurt each other. Like, and then in the end, it's like there's a lot of collateral damage along the way, like
Bingo.
including the kids, like her kids, my mom's kids, everybody else's kids. Uh, just leave the kids alone.
Yep. Leave
Leave the
kids
kids
out
alone.
of it.
Like,
It's like people don't know how to beef or have a disagreement without collateral damage. They want to hit you where it's gonna hurt the hardest. That's what it is. I can't
yeah,
get to her. I know I could get to her through her kids, or whoever's closest to her. Let me say this, or let me bring up the unalive parent or the unalive sister. Like it's just crazy, bro.
yeah.
And you know what's crazy? My daughter would not even go in the game room because she said she's not going in there with Chris's evil spirits.
Wow.
I
She
just,
Yep.
refused to go in the game room.
I just said there's a lot of bad energy surrounding the entire situation,
Yep.
and
That's true though.
I didn't want to like be in the room. Like that's it. I didn't-
I get what you putting down.
Yeah, like
My kids told me to get rid of the arcades. I did an insurance claim on them. They don't even want. They get rid of the arcade. They
But
don't
I
even want
told you,
that
you
program.
remember I told you, I said, because of it was so much bad energy in there, people don't believe in stuff like that. But y'all know my supporters know, and if you're new to my channel, you're gonna hear me say this a lot. I am very, very picky about the energy I surround myself with because here's the thing with a lot of people, like you might, some people not spiritual, some people are, but when you love somebody and you love hard, whether it's a man, your partner, because girl or boy, a friend, whatever. When you love hard and you surrounded by that person a lot, their energy tends to become yours. And you
Yeah,
don't know what type of energy they have or spirits that's connected to them, and it's surrounding your energy. So you got to be real
I
careful
feel
of
like
the people.
the
Go
entire
ahead.
situation was like really bad energy. Like
Yep.
it was
It
like
was.
all the confrontation period was just too much for like any person to just have to deal with.
Yep.
Like and whenever you're like surrounded by so much of that, whether it be like Miss Chris or my mom, like it can turn you into something that you aren't. Because I have never seen Miss Chris the way she is now. I never
Wow.
saw her that way. Like until it just festered and it turned into something that was unrecognizable.
Damn.
Like I don't know. Like one thing about my mom, she gonna be able to hold her own regardless.
Yep. That's
Like
true.
she's always been that way. And I told Miss Chris, I was like, it's really not worth it. I told her it's really not worth it. I was like, you're gonna get like, you're probably not gonna be able to like, keep up with all of it, like really, like,
Basically saying you ain't gonna win with Chandra. You might
yeah,
as well let that one go.
yeah. I was like, girl, you ain't, like messing around with my mom. Like, that's a battle you really won't win. Like, and if anything, like, you'll be left feeling like way, way different about the situation, or like you'll be left feeling real bad once it all ends. So it's like, it's best to just really make amends, fix things where you can
Yep. And
so
let it
that,
go.
it doesn't keep getting worse.
Yep.
Like, and I truly feel that, like, my mom probably would have gotten over it if it didn't just keep going.
Yep.
Like,
I think so too. And one thing about your mama that I learned, because I've been knowing her for a little minute, within the saga and stuff like that. She got a big heart. Now she's a firecracker. She gonna take it there with you. She'll fight to do all of that. But she really does have a big heart, and your mama help a lot of people. She
and
really does.
the crazy thing is like I had to get to a point where, like, when we were like separated, to learn to like give her more grace,
Yep.
because like she literally, she literally is like the sweetest person. She can be so sweet when she really is there, like. And
Yep.
I just feel like she's really stuck in a hard like situation, like constantly having people come for her, or like make her out to be something that she's not, because like when she's at her best, she's really, really great.
Let
Like,
me tell you something. And this is based off of my experience. Because when you said you had to learn to give her grace. Now, I told my supporters that they probably don't remember, but like me telling different experiences and stuff like that. When it comes to parents, now, I had a rocky relationship with my dad. He passed away in December that just passed. But well before he passed, we made amends. He apologized. He made it right with everybody. Let me just say that. All his kids and stuff like that. And in order for me to even get to a space of forgiveness, I had to really think about childhood trauma and things that he potentially went through in his life and him being a child. That's what made me give him grace, because I feel like back in the day, our parents, and I'm saying this about your mom too, they wasn't they didn't have the tools that we have now. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like therapy wasn't common back in the day. They didn't have parents that would say, "Hey, like how I am with my kids." I'm real big on mental health, especially when it comes to peer pressure and my kids. I talk to them individually, and parents back in the day they was stuck to the old school rules. Like you keep it in the house, you get over it, whatever, whatever. So that's what helped me to give my dad grace to be able to forgive him for the mistakes that he made.
yeah,
So I'm glad you said that. That's why I say you very wise for your age.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, everything that was like going on with my dad at the time, and then like my mom, and then having to go through all this time not really having any family, like anybody to talk to, or like family period, like going through most of my pregnancy by myself, and like it kind of did put things into perspective for me, like, and like I came to appreciate my mom more, like,
That's
truly.
good. I'm so glad for y'all because at the end of the day, I learned just from December that, life is short. And if you could make amends with your parents, if you have an issue, it's better to try, at least say you tried. If the amends happen, then that's good. If it don't happen, you can at least say you tried to make amends because life is short, y'all. Like, try to fix what you can if it's worth it. Because, sometimes I ain't saying an old friend from back in the day that slept with your man, okay? I'm I'm talking about the relationships that's actually worth it, like siblings and
Yeah.
parents, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. That's good. I could hear, but you know what? I could feel because I'm a energy and spiritual person. I could feel through the screen the difference in y'all home. Like it's a big difference. It's a big like energy boost because it was a lot going on up in there. It was a whole lot going on. It's so calm now. It ain't noisy for sure, but it's so calming and it's just a different vibe. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Somebody say your mama need to get the pastor to come pray.
That's what I
Pray
told
over
her.
the house.
That's what I told her. I was like, it probably wouldn't help to, have the pastor come out and bless the house again, like,
Yep. Yep.
because I mean, like,
Especially after what happened last night. It definitely needs some prayers.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, that's what I be talking about. Energy will like attach itself to you, and it'll fester, and it'll turn people into things that you know.
I'm sorry, I was smoking. I had one more thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about. But hey,
Go ahead.
I wanted my daughter to tell y'all, and this is for, everybody. When I say me and my husband, my daughter raised my daughter. My husband had my daughter since she was what, 6, 7? How old were you? No, 9. How old was you when Mike? We took those pictures.
Like in third grade, third or fourth grade,
Okay, that's how long, right? She will tell you, me and my husband have
maybe
never
fifth or
seen,
sixth.
yeah, me and my husband have never seen eye to eye. She's seen us go through it. She's seen everything I've done to him. But if you ask her, when it come down to it, will Mike not tell me everything? You can ask her, like, you can literally ask her, like, how it. That's why I be like, when they was messaging him and doing all that, my daughter would tell you, she's not gonna call her stepdad messy, but she
Yeah.
would be like, he gonna tell her everything.
Yeah.
Like, tell her about me and Mike, how me and Mike's relationship is. Like how Chris was messaging and like, everything that was going on with the Nita thing. What did Mike say about Nita?
He said that he wasn't messing with that girl. He said he wasn't messing with that girl. He said he didn't even know her. But I mean, I felt like in a way that was his way of trying to keep us out of all of the bullshit.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like
That's crazy to even involve him, like, or even to, try to mess with him out of some spitefulness. The internet is weird, bro. Like,
yeah,
people really be doing stuff they know they wouldn't do in real life.
like you
Not to
beef,
say real life, but still
like
real life.
for you to beef with somebody and then go try to mess with their husband just because you're beefing is crazy to me. Like
Yep. Yep.
that's weird to me. Like that's really weird.
I don't want nothing you had if we beef. The hell? Like,
Yeah,
who want to go behind somebody that you don't like? That's an enemy of yours. That's some real whole vibes. Like, I don't want nothing you had, baby. That is
it,
crazy.
yeah, and frankly, it's like you know, Mike deserves to be happy, but it's not with it's not with it's not with her.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
like like no, it's not with her. Like, and I hate that though because you insinuated horrible things about his kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
no, like you just gotta recognize the bad. You gotta recognize the bad apples, man. Like, motherfuckers rotten to the core. Like, mm-mm. They say people they rot from the inside out. It's not it's not the other way around. You're out from the
Yeah.
inside out. Like you already had it in you and you just really showing who you really are. And I hate that. Like I
So
hate
your mama had said that she feel like that lady. I'm trying not to say her name. She feel like that lady was doing certain things because she knew you was moving back. You feel like that also?
I don't really know because I mean before I got like, before like I think I had unrealistic expectations about how my pregnancy would actually go and how I thought I'd just get back into it like to work. I didn't think it would be as bad. The healing process would be as long. I didn't think that I would need so much help, but it turns out I needed more than I thought I did.
Yeah.
Like and I mean honestly Miss Chris was like living here. I had no intention of her moving out so I could move in. Like
Yeah.
and my lease doesn't end until May anyway. So, like, I had no intention of her moving out. So to make room for me, like, but from what I heard, she was already looking for a place anyway. So I didn't think that there would be any bumping of heads
Yeah.
in that
It shouldn't have been though,
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, that's your mama, and then we always need help with the first baby. And you still young. You know what I'm saying? Like you still young yourself and that's your first child. So it's nothing wrong with needing that help. Yeah. Some women go through postpartum. They don't know what it is or even how to deal with it or
yeah,
what's hitting them. So it's good that you do have your mom and you're in a situation position where she can help you with the baby because it's gonna be hard. You know, you're
yeah.
gonna over time. But that's what Chandra told me that, she thinks it was also that because you coming in back into the home means that she has to leave. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I did get
So
what you're saying, but like I said, it was never my intention to misplace or displace anybody else to make room for me.
yeah.
Like if in a perfect world, they would have just left things on good terms.
Mhm.
Like, and
And
it's
that's what it should have been because who in the hell expects to stay with somebody forever? Because that's what it was really given. Let me tell you what I noticed. Whenever your mama posted that video, it was an old Mother's Day video, I think from last Mother's Day, where your mama gave her, I think it was Bath and Body Works box of gifts or whatever. And when she opened it up and she pulled out the wallflower plug-in, and Chandra was like, you love mine so much, you can plug it up in here and take it with you when you get in your own place. She had no emotion or reaction to when Chandra said that. And I'm an analyzer. Like I pay attention to detail, body language, all of that. When I seen it, I was like, oh yeah, she had no plans on leaving. You could tell.
from the moment I actually met Chris though, she had always talked about how she was looking for her own place. Like,
Yeah.
I she always said she was looking for her own place and
But did she actively,
like,
it's one thing to say that,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Especially when you stand with somebody, but to actively be looking is another thing. Because in all actuality, she told the police officers that she didn't have nowhere to go, and she said, and Chandra knows that. That was that last video.
I mean, yeah, that is unlike unfortunate. I pray like I don't wish homelessness or not having a place to stay on anybody. I don't wish that on anybody.
I agree.
Like it's the worst situation to be in. But I do know like, she had lost her job a few months ago, so it's like who would expect her to have the money? And even if she did, like you still have to have papers that prove your income. So she wouldn't be able to
Yep.
get
Yeah, your mama say out there you gotta make 3 times the rent.
that is true. And I'm just like, in this economy, who the fuck is even making that? I'm sorry. Who's making
Yeah.
when rent's like 300, when rent's like 2000 or 18 or like I'm sorry, but nobody's like, and you got to take into account like everything else you have to pay for. Like,
Yep.
no.
That's crazy. That is ridiculous. Colleen must be expensive. I lived in Katy, Texas, years back. My almost 13-year-old was a baby. So that's a
Yeah.
long time ago. But the cost of living was kind of crazy, but
Cost of living
that's
is crazy, and they don't pay anything out here. Like you have to make a commute to actually make any good money, or you have to have a government job like her. Like, but if you ain't
yeah.
got a government job,
Ooh, they got kicked off. Hold on, y'all.
like if you just don't have like a career for
Oh,
yourself, you're gonna have a hard time finding good work that pays a decent amount, because I don't think you should have to have multiple jobs just to have a living, just be able to
yeah,
live comfortably, you know?
exactly. You won't be able to enjoy the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll always be at work.
And
Yep.
that's exactly what I don't want.
And then something else I want to bring to y'all's attention. Remember, we didn't know who Miss Chris was with and who she was saying she's moving around the corner with. That girl Latasha, the one with the other little girl with leukemia that I helped and took to Disney World, right?
Uh-huh.
When me and my daughter got into it, guess what?
What?
Latasha befriended my daughter and was going
Wow.
against me with my daughter and trying to get my daughter to go against me. So my daughter teamed up with Latasha too.
But you know what? I'm glad because me and her done had a whole good conversation. And she learned, she said she changed, she learned from her, you know, mistakes and she moves differently now. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? And kids make mistakes, but
Oh,
it's all
the
about
thing,
how you grow and learn from it. Huh?
the thing with her, like learning now, she see how they're in her inbox.
Yeah, and you got to be careful because I did tell her to kind of stay away from social media a little bit too to protect her peace because people will befriend you. You know, a lot of times some people are so naive to certain things because if you don't move like that, it's hard to believe others move like that. But you'll be surprised the things that people will do on social media just to prove a point or to make something shake. People will befriend you on an agenda on some malicious type of stuff, and it's crazy.
My daughter refused to let me get in her messenger. She'll read the messages to me that she's getting, but I was like, please somebody send me the messages so I can post them.
Yeah,
Girl, they tearing her inbox up, talking about I'm gonna get her baby taken from her and this and that. And my daughter have gave Chris some of her information,
yeah.
of what's going on. So for these people to know my daughter's information, guess where they had to get it from?
Huh. We already know.
Yeah. So just girl, the crazy stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's in those messages in her inbox, and they all it's fake pages. Deborah Soto ain't a fake page. Carolyn Rivers ain't a fake page. But how these old 80-something-year-old women is jumping in my daughter's inbox?
That is crazy. That's why it's like, what the hell? It ain't that much. And this is some, are these all people you knew personally? Like, what
Oh,
is
I
the
don't know.
problem?
Deborah Soto, we flew to Atlanta. She's in a old retirement home where they keep old people, like a not a nursing home, but old people can kind of sort of have assisted living.
Yeah.
We flew out there. I have videos and I had pictures of us on MJ Strong and Family. And we took her like diapers, we took her food, we took her a lot of stuff. We flew from Texas to Georgia to take this lady stuff. Never
Yeah.
met her, let her meet my son. MJ was fighting cancer. The MJ had cancer at that time. I risked my son getting sick and infections to fly out there to take this lady stuff.
Wow. That is weird. Trade 7489. You're going to have to catch up, baby. You're going to have to watch part one. Because we literally at the
So
end of this saga.
it's crazy. Carolyn Rivers is one that I knew she was getting a little too attached. Always telling me I'm beautiful, and I didn't think that old people was really gay or into that kind of stuff. I thought
Not
that it was, back in their days they was against it.
She be saying crazy stuff.
Sandra is great. Sandra just say whatever. Okay, I
No, for
learned that
real
about
though.
her.
She already know because when Miss Chris was my moderator, Miss Chris called it out. And now she
Uh,
over there on Chris's page. Miss Chris called it out like, Carolyn Rivers, you really wanted Chandra. Was Chandra sending you, pictures and pics of her body and, just different things like that,
it ain't age limit to having certain feelings. Okay, a little tingling going on. Ain't no age limit.
Girl, I'm not trying to dust no cobwebs.
Girl.
I'm not I'm not trying to dust no. And then my daughter would tell you another thing about me. My daughter would tell you I'm a money hungry ass female. Am I lying, Samaya? How do I talk to these men?
Go get her.
Tell her how I talk to these men.
Money first.
Money first.
I
Baby,
already know because I remember something. So I already know.
I need it all. Do you hear me? And then they get mad because I'm an open book about it. I don't care if they married or not. And I know some people like, oh, you wrong for that. That's not of God. I never said I was holier than thou. I do straddle the fence. But baby, that's your wife. That's not my wife.
Oh
That's
my
how I
God.
feel. That's your wife. That's you and
Right,
your
we're
wife.
gonna have to get your
I
mouth
just
up
want your
off.
money. And I'm like, and that's why a lot of females hate me because if your wife ever decides to come up to me, baby, that's you come to me, guess what? I'm gonna mess with your husband even more.
Oh my
Because you
God.
came to me. You know, if your man is stepping out, that's between you and your man. Something's broken in your home. I didn't break it. If he came to me, it was already broken. I'm just there for some money and not to spend my money, to spend their money.
Listen, now you know I'm gonna be honest. Now I do agree the loyalty is owed from the husband to the wife, but you do get karma, sis,
You
for
do.
partaking in those behaviors. Okay, so
Okay. And guess what? That might be my karma because guess what? My husband did it and that's why we not together. You know
li-
what I'm saying? He did it. So now I'm trying to get my karma back from my husband cheating on me.
yeah. You say what is the reason of all of them falling out with Chandra? That's what I said because I was like, why? You know, like why? And Chandra said that every person that she then fell out with, she helped them. She didn't help them before. But it always ended up being like some cackling female messy drama. This person talking to that person about this person business and it goes from there. So it's like, what the hell? So it's like people don't know how to just let stuff go. Why does it have to drag along? If we don't like each other, we ain't cool or we ain't cool no more. Okay, we can go our separate ways. We don't have to be. I just feel like all of that extra stuff be so unnecessary. If you don't like that person, keep it pushing. Keep it
Yeah.
pushing.
It's
But you know,
it's like an attachment. I've dealt with that even growing up. Like the one that came on there and said, "Oh, you just mad because
cat
I you mad
cat
because I
cat
beat you up."
say that's my it's money first. Talk that chat, sister. I know when your people come in the chat.
Yeah. But the thing with me is that the thing is I'm just such an open book and I'm real blunt about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't went live to these old men's house and let them know you just rub on their head, rub on that little bald spot right there and get what you get and walk away.
She said the little
I'm
bald
giving them the
spot.
game. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to them for free. It ain't that hard. You know what I'm
She
saying?
is honest, brutally honest at that. She's very transparent on her platform,
You know,
y'all. Y'all
sometimes
gotta see her in action.
you don't have to say everything out
Yeah, yeah.
loud.
I agree. She one of the ones. I got a few aunties like her. Like we be like,
Yeah.
did you really
Like,
just say that?
But yeah, I
girl.
mean, and that's why they can't really say too much. You're not gonna find no man to come on here and speak on me. You're not gonna find no man to, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that because I'm real. I'm just as real as they come. They know it ain't gonna be nothing serious. You're gonna
Yeah,
have to bring a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, and really and truly, I enjoy being single because I'm the boss of my own house, so ain't no man gonna run me.
yeah.
You know, I'm different. I've been through it. When I went to prison, my daughter tell you everything I did to her daddy. Girl, when I tell you taking cutting the holes in the pockets of his pants, cutting his
Oh,
tongue out of his shoes, putting sugar in his tank.
damn, damn.
Girl going and getting went to his mama's house and shot it up with Roman candles.
Oh my God. You did tell me you was like that when you was younger. That's why I say I'm gonna do another live. I might do it tomorrow. It depends on how many people reach out to me. So if you in the chat and you one of the ones that told me you did prison time, I put my email in the chat. I'm gonna also make a poll on my community wall. But I would prefer y'all email me. That way I can speak to y'all outside of it being a public community wall. So we can set up something. If you are comfortable enough with telling your story, if you did prison time, let me know because that's going to be a great empowering live, y'all. Especially if you could, it's a testimony. If you doing, Chandra did 10 years and look at her now. That is a testimony. So if you had a similar experience, whether it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many years, and you are, you okay with telling it to an audience, you don't have to be on camera. You can, set out, help y'all set up, your picture and stuff like that, and you can tell your story because you never know who you can help or encourage. Like I say, empower. We're gonna set that up. Just let me know who done had that experience. That's because I've seen a few people say, "Well, I did 10 years too," or "I did 5 years." I was like, "Wow!" When we was in the chat yesterday. Yep.
Yeah. I didn't even raise my daughter. I went to prison. My daughter was one. My
Wow.
daughter was one. She was about to be two. I got out of prison when my daughter was 9, about to be 10.
Yeah. Dang, I would have never known that. Wow. But hey, everything happens for. I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason. God makes no mistake, y'all. He really doesn't. And look at you now. You still a firecracker now. That ain't gonna go nowhere. But you could tell that you think a little bit more before you react. So I'm about to shut it down though, y'all. We are almost at the 2 hour mark. And one thing I learned about the replays, people don't like to watch live streams in its entirety when they too long. So I try to keep mine at 2 hours and under. But I'll be back tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Y'all know Chandra gonna be back because there's always something. The beautiful Samaria, you are welcome anytime, my girl.
There's always something.
Listen, yeah, always she know.
But
I'm
we
pretty
gonna,
sure you gotta, huh?
I want you to close this out. My daughter ain't mad at my son.
Yep.
We'll be back
Let
home.
them know. No, let her tell it, y'all. Let her tell it.
Yeah, we love MJ. We're not. I'm not mad at him. I mean, he a little crazy. That's all it is.
He ain't stole it.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Ain't
Yep.
nobody mad at him.
That's your baby brother. Like I told Sean, I'm gonna talk to her off of here, but therapy is gonna help. It's definitely gonna help y'all. We all can use it. I done been there, so that's why I'm so for it because I know how beneficial it is, and I wish people get away from thinking, oh, crazy people go to therapy. No, they don't. They do, but it ain't just for that. It's to unpack trauma. So hey, but we gonna talk again. Y'all might see us again tomorrow. Who knows? Y'all know once I go live, baby, it looks like it do something to people. Okay.
Well,
So
I'm
yeah.
gonna be the first to break it to y'all. My ex-husband is coming back home with MJ, so we will
Oh,
have
he
the
is.
family in the house. He is
He
coming
on
back.
the he on the way now.
Huh?
He
They'll be
on.
back. He got MJ out today. They'll be back here tomorrow.
Wait, what you mean he coming back and he coming stay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so y'all gonna be a family, sleeping in
No,
the
we're
same
not gonna be
bed,
a family.
family.
We're not. We're not gonna be a family. He coming back. He signed those papers. He has to stay with MJ. I think 30 days. But
Okay.
yeah, he has to stay with MJ 30 days. MJ's in school up here, so he's gonna be here for MJ. I think it's 30. I think 30 or 45 days. He was telling me about it. So he'll be
Okay.
here. He has to deal directly with MJ for 30 or 45 days and get MJ on this probation stuff and
Yeah.
everything they got going on. And
I'm
he's
intrigued to see how that work out. Okay, because the way y'all get along, that's gonna be interesting to see, child. We might have a whole nother saga between Chandra and Mike. Okay,
all right,
but
guys.
I was by the way, what I wanted to say. Damn it, I done lost it. I think about it. I actually it come back to me. But yep, thank y'all so much for coming up. I know you gotta put that beautiful little baby down because she done fell asleep several times playing posse and then yeah, she done finally went to sleep.
You're so funny. Yeah.
But thank you so
Back up.
much for joining us, gorgeous. We appreciate you also. You like the calm and the storm.
Thank you again, Miss Lupak.
You
It was nice to
welcome.
meet you. I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too, girly. We're gonna see y'all later. Um, I'm gonna remove you so you don't have to do it. Good night, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, like I said, um, I want to do that. That prison story live. So whoever like I said, is Chandra gonna tell her story again. She kind of told a little bit of it on the live yesterday, but she will come up and speak about it or whatever, like in its entirety. So whoever else want to come, I want to try to get at least 3 to 4 people. If y'all comfortable, let me know. I did put my email. Matter of fact, when I get off here, I'm gonna post my email on my community wall. You don't have to comment under that post. Just email me directly. So, we can talk or whatever. Or if you don't have an email, you can hit my Facebook Messenger. But we're gonna definitely try to put that live together, hopefully one day this week, y'all. But outside of that, y'all know, like I said, something always happen. My lives be so triggering. Yeah, something be to happen. So we'll see what go on next, and then we'll go from there. We're gonna be back. Y'all know we're gonna be back, y'all. Y'all know we're gonna be back. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking out in this live. We had a consistent 800 something people in this live stream for its entirety. Okay, that's big. I pay attention to the numbers because it shows that something is keeping the attention. Period. But I love that for us. But anyway, I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pop, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bringing truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This Lupac baby, capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react. She the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth. Got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bringing truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to